Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
So have you ever seen a street like this? This is a Kellergasse.
Oh, okay.
So in each of these little houses there was wine produced. So there are some underground
Yeah.
things where they produce the wine.
Yeah.
But now every winery which still produces wine has another estate because they're just small little streets under there. This is the oldest part of our winery.
All right.
So the winery has existed since 1725.
Yeah.
And below the ground, they are 30 meters below the ground.
Wow.
We store more than 150,000 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And each year we take the best wines from the vintage and store it there. And we want them to be old enough to sell them like old-timer wines, like
Okay.
the cars.
Yeah.
So when somebody has his 50th birthday, that he can drink one wine from his vintage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will show it to you.
Okay.
So the oldest bottles are from 1987.
Oh.
So my grandfather and my father started to do this.
Yeah.
And they are without any labels because there's a higher humidity level
yeah.
downstairs here. And if you wonder what is this, this is called cellar mouse, so it's mold. But it's a good one because if you smell, the air doesn't smell like mold.
No.
So this mold prevents us from the white mold, which is dangerous for health.
Yeah.
And so it's called cellar mouse because it looks like little mouses.
Okay.
And the more there are on the bottle, the higher the prices of the wine.
All right.
So the longer the storage, the more mold is here.
Okay.
And this is the only wine which wasn't made out of grapes. It's apple wine.
Oh.
And I attended the Federal College for Viticulture and Pomology.
Yeah.
And we also had to make wine out of apples. And
Oh,
I've
wow.
never done that before. So I tried my best, tried my luck. And then we attended an exhibition and there was a contest for the best apple wine, where also the professional producers reached in their apple wines.
Yeah.
And I was 15 when I made this wine, and my wine won, so it was the best in the competition.
Oh man.
I've never made apple wine after it. I focused on the grapes, but that's the reason why I stored some of the bottles here.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's like a labyrinth
Yeah.
here.
I guess you can come here and drink some of this wine.
Yeah, my grandfather always says he will do this when he retires, but he's 78 now, and he never said it. He's still at work.
Okay.
And you can see those little stages.
Yeah.
These are all the other generations before me.
Okay.
So there are their names and the year of birth. Yeah.
Wow.
And I have also a stage like this, and I'm the first woman now downstairs.
Okay. Cool. And how many generations is it?
I'm the 12th now.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, wait a second to turn on the light. So, this would be the only possibility to make the cellar bigger. So, behind each wall there's a neighbor. So, the whole street looks like this.
Okay.
So, there's nothing below the street.
Wow.
So, if the street was made out of glass, nobody would drive with the car here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is like the soil here.
Yeah.
It's clay.
Yeah.
And the older cellars are all in this height.
Yeah.
Because if you dig it bigger, you have to build a wall around it.
Okay.
And the whole year there are 8 degrees downstairs here.
Oh.
So at the moment it's pretty warm here because it's winter outside.
Yeah.
But in summer it's really cool here.
Yeah. Oh.
This is mine.
Oh. It looks like you. Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, and there are approximately 500 meters to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just made a little circle now.
All right.
But there are more wine streets. For example, one of them is just Grüner Veltliner, one is Sauvignon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. And which one is this?
You can look at it, it has no label,
Yeah.
but I've some little hints. Grüner
Ah,
Veltliner.
yeah.
But it's all in the computer. So.
Okay, you know where everything
Yeah.
is. Beautiful area.
Yeah, I think we have around 200 people who are living here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Do you also live here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the other side of the village.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have often drive to Vienna.
Yeah.
But I really like to live here.
Yeah.
Not in Vienna.
Yeah, I can understand. It's nice and peaceful and quiet, and this over
Yeah.
here is beautiful.
Everywhere the vineyards.
Yeah.
It's called Pulkotal, so Pulko Valley.
Yeah.
Because the river here is called Pulko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now we come to the more modern part of the winery.
Yeah.
So we have 200 hectares of vineyards that we own and cultivate,
Yeah.
but we are also buying grapes during the harvest.
Oh.
So everybody who wants to sell grapes
Yeah.
can come here with their tractor.
Yeah.
There's a weight bridge over there.
Okay.
So once we weigh them with the grapes and once without the grapes.
Yeah.
And so we then know the weight of the grapes.
Okay.
And here are 4 reception forks. So if the grapes were harvested by hand,
Yeah.
then we have to put it in there because downstairs in the cellar there are the destemmers
Yeah.
so that the grapes go off
Okay.
of the stems. But most of the grapes are harvested by machine.
Yeah.
So we can put it into the presses right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the harvest gets shorter every year because more and more vineyards are harvested by machines.
Ah.
And this year, so 2022, the
Yeah.
last vintage, we had only 17 days of harvest and we processed 10.7 million kilograms of grapes in
Wow.
17 days.
Wow.
And years ago we had like 1 month for the same quantity.
Wow. Productivity is going up.
And sleep is going down now.
Really? I think it should be the other way around.
Yeah, you have to process the grapes when they are harvested.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Yeah. So it's not like in the old cellar downstairs. Here we can work really well.
Yeah, that's clear.
We have a storage capacity of 18 million liters at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here inside the fermentation takes place. So up here you can see a press.
Yeah.
There are 4 in this hall and also 4 in the other hall.
Yeah.
And if you put the grapes in, there are approximately there's space for 100,000 kilograms of grapes.
Okay.
And then the pressing lasts 3 hours.
Wow.
And it works with vacuum.
Yeah.
So we pump out the must
Yeah.
and a plane gets down on the grapes to press it out.
Okay.
And after the must comes out of the presses, we pump it into a tank. I add yeast.
Yeah.
And when the fermentation is over, I put into the tank underwater loudspeakers.
Ah,
I think they've told you of that before.
The-
when music winds.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when the yeast has settled down to the ground,
yeah.
the underwater loudspeakers come in, and because of the bass of the music, the yeast goes up again.
Wow.
It's called bâtonnage.
Baconnage?
Bâtonnage, yes. It's a term from the wine world.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the wine tastes much more creamier.
Yeah.
I can show you the tank if you want.
Yes, that would be cool.
Thank you. Contains the loudspeakers.
Ah,
And because we're working right now, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
But if you feel it, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Because there are little vibrations.
oh yeah. Yeah.
And this is a Grüner Veltliner. It will be my Rosenprinzessin, Rose Princess.
Okay.
Because this opera is called Rosenprinzessin.
Ah,
Yeah, it lasts 3 to 4 weeks.
okay.
Yeah. And
That's how long you have it playing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and we can taste it afterwards if you want to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Then I will show you where we bottle our wines, and then we'll go upstairs in our tasting room.
Okay.
So we will go this way.
Yeah, should I? I will just. Yeah, there we go.
This project,
Oh yeah.
these tanks are like robots. So
Ah.
they completely automatically make the red wines for us. So
Wow.
we just have to put into the
Put in the
tanks
ingredients.
the red wine grapes.
Yeah.
And after the whole fermentation is over, and you have red wine, because it completely automatically chooses the right temperature for each stage
Wow.
of fermentation. There is pressure inside the tank because of the fermentation, so CO2 is coming out.
Yeah.
And yeah, the tank decides when to blow out this pressure or when to
Wow.
contain it. Yeah. It's really great for us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We started with one tank because we've never seen that before, and there's nothing like that in Austria. It comes from Italy,
Oh.
and they also never build it in a volume like this.
Oh.
So they fit 150,000 liters in one tank.
Wow. That is cool.
Yeah, and it's my favorite place there upstairs because you can see all over the vineyards,
Ah,
and
yeah.
it's really beautiful there. Yeah.
Wow. And so the ones inside are not as automated as this one.
Didn't understand you. Inside, we are only doing white wine
Ah, okay.
with them.
Yeah, but they don't have the same type of tank for
No,
white wine.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
because for white wine you don't need the fermentation on the skin.
Ah.
That's the difference between red wine and white wine. The
Oh.
red wine is only red because of the skins.
Yeah.
If you would only press it
Yeah.
and then the fermentation is starting, then the red wine would also be white.
Okay.
It would have no color.
Yeah.
But you have to store it around 5 days
Yeah.
on the mash, so
Yeah.
with the skins, and then it gets red.
Okay.
And if you do the same with white grapes, you have orange wine.
All
So
right.
the white one gets
Yeah.
a deeper color
Yeah.
because of the skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So here's the bottling area.
Yeah.
It also gets automatically, but even the cleaning process on Monday morning lasts 3 hours.
Wow.
So if the whole machine is running, you just have to put up the glass bottles,
Yeah.
and then here is the completely full pallet with the packaged bottles
Wow.
and labeled bottles. Yeah. If the machines are working, it's a great system.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
Yeah, we can bottle 6,000 bottles per hour.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and we also are filling these kegs.
Yeah.
They're called kegs.
Yeah.
They're for the gespritzter grüner Veltliner, if you know it,
Yeah, of course.
with water,
Yeah.
but also Glühwein, so malt wine.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
it's also in these barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have many different lines of wine. So, for example, one for the gastronomy, different lines for the supermarkets, and so
Yeah.
on. And yeah, I've now my own wine line.
Beautiful box.
Thank you. With my name already on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for the gastronomy in Austria.
Okay. Yeah, and this is not you.
No,
It's not your name.
it's
Yeah.
Brauzweigelt in the 1 liter bottle.
Yeah.
We also bottle the most wines in 0.75 liter bottles
Okay.
because our export rate is 80%.
Ah,
So we rarely do anything in Austria.
yeah.
And yeah, we can of course wash the bottles and get it back, but it's a small quantity for us because we export
So
that
much.
much.
Yeah.
We can't take the bottles back.
And so you export where mostly? Do you export
At
to?
the moment, it's still Europe.
Yeah.
So I think our main markets are Germany and the Netherlands, and also Sweden.
Yeah.
But we also export a little bit to America.
Well, we need to make that more.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and a few weeks ago I was in Canada.
Okay.
But I think our strength is to do very good wines in a bigger quantity. So
Yeah.
many wineries in Austria are very small.
Yeah.
So that's normal here.
Yes.
And if somebody needs bigger quantities, then
They
we
come
can
to
do
you.
this. Yeah.
Of course. They should come to you also for smaller quantities, for everything.
Yeah, that's no problem. So this building is the newest
Yeah.
because 10 years ago there was nothing on the street side.
Oh, wow.
So it wasn't always Austria's biggest winery
Yeah.
because when my grandfather took it over from his father,
Yeah.
there were only 3 hectares of vineyards. It was a small estate.
Yeah.
And in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
my grandfather and my father expanded it.
Yeah. And so how many is it now?
We have 200 hectares of vineyards.
So from 3 to 200
Yeah.
in just 10 years.
Yeah, 50, 20 years.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, and this building is just 3 years old.
Yeah.
And there can make wine tastings and great evenings, also music,
Oh, sure.
as you see. And I wanted to show you the different music wines are already made.
Perfect.
So this is my Rosenprinzessin that you, where you felt the vibrations in the tank. We do that each year since 2015. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you scan the QR code on the back label, you can listen to the music that the wine has heard inside the tank. And these 2 wines are Jubiläumsreb and Blauer Portugies. I don't think that you know these varieties.
No?
I think they're just in Austria a common thing.
No.
Also with music, it was a party we made here with many friends, and because it was over 800 years ago, there was an event with the church, and we chose Ave Maria for these wines. Also very beautiful, and we also made it 1 year, for example, with a well-known singer in Germany and Austria, Semino Rossi. I don't know if you know him, but he's everybody's darling.
Okay.
Yeah, so on Mother's Day, they all wanted a bottle from Semino. And this is Miss Europe.
Oh, yeah.
So I was at the event where the Miss Europe was crowned.
Yeah.
And the prize was that she gets a wine with me,
Oh,
so
wow.
her own wine line.
Yeah.
And because she's also a singer,
Yeah.
we also put
Her singing.
her song
Of course.
on the bottle.
Yeah.
And you have to know him. Jose Feliciano.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was also here. We made the wine together, and I was invited to present the wine with him on his concerts.
Oh, wonderful.
This was a great opportunity for me.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if one day you also want a music wine, we can do one.
Let's talk.
Yeah, great. But at first, let's make a sip of it.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds
yeah.
great.
Then sit down.
Okay.
My parents don't understand that you have to play a long time until it sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
So I only play when nobody's listening.
Ah. Well, I'm listening now.
So it's für Elise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bravo.
Thank you. And you
Yeah.
can also play?
Oh, no.
No?
No, you don't want to hear me play. I'm a conductor. I play cello. I do not play the
Okay.
piano publicly.
So this is the Rose Princess now.
Okay.
It's a Grüner Veltliner, very flowery and fruity.
Yeah.
Not the classic style of Grüner Veltliner, which is very peppery and
Yeah.
spicy. Yeah, this
Okay.
is something light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Zum Wohle.
then cheers. Yeah.
Just here? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
This is also same variety, Grüner Veltliner, but it's a completely different style. It's a Weinviertel DSC Reserve, you see it on the capsule. It means that this is typically for the region. So it's peppery and spicy, and the acidity is completely different because the first one was with music. So it was creamy a little bit, and here you taste more the acidity. It's more, yeah. For example, this one I would also choose for meals, to drink it to the meals, and the first one you can also as an aperitif or something like that.
Okay.
And this is also the wine I started with.
Ah.
So it was my first wine that I made, not the vintage 2021,
Ah.
but it was the vintage 2016. And here this Katie on it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was the first wine I made. And each year more and more wines came to my line. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
And it's still on it. Maybe I've also seen it on my car. the
Yeah,
Katie.
exactly. Wow.
My father always says the Volkswagen, you know the car,
Yeah.
has the GTI,
Oh, yeah.
and the Volkswinzer
Yeah.
has the KTI.
Kati.
Yeah. It's more full-bodied.
Yeah, it is.
It's a reserve wine.
Yeah, it's really great.
And this wine is one you can also store in the Winothek downstairs here.
Okay.
This wine you should drink within 1 year
Oh, yeah.
because they're the primary aromas, so all these fruity things, and it's fragile.
Yeah.
But this wine you can store for ages at 8 degrees, no problem.
Okay.
And it just gets better, yeah.
All right.
So not only red wines are for storage,
Yes.
but if you want to drink it now, of course.
I will definitely be
Yeah.
drinking this now.
So have you ever been in the Weinviertel before or just in Vienna?
I've been to a few before here in Niederösterreich,
Yeah?
but then also I've been to some in California.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Napa Valley.
Yeah, I've
and
never
all this.
been that before, but it's well known for the wines.
Yeah, you have to visit.
Yeah, I will talk to my father after our
Yeah.
meeting. Now, I'm now the queen of wine in Lower Austria,
Oh, yeah.
and there I just learned how big Lower Austria really is.
It's
Because
really big.
If I have to drive on the other side, in the south, yeah, they're around 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to see all the wineries and different wine regions
Yeah.
within Lower Austria. So I think there must be a big difference between here in California and New Zealand and so on. And
Yeah.
would be also interesting for me to visit
Yeah.
all these countries
Yeah.
to see how the wine gets done there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's done very impressively here.
Yeah. So at first I wanted to learn how to make wine at home.
Yeah.
Because then I have a completely different view. After the school,
Yeah.
when I just fly to California or New Zealand, I would just say, oh, everything is so nice and big here. But I had no idea what to look at, what to ask, and so on. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. You have to do it first yourself, and
Yeah.
then you know what is right and what is not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of Grüner Veltliner,
Yeah.
but again, completely different.
Yeah.
And I got 96 points at the London International Wine and Spirit Challenge. And it was the best orange wine from the whole competition from all countries that reached in the orange wines. And 2 weeks ago, they told me that this wine was the top 10 wine, so the 10th best wine of the whole competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this was the first
Congratulations.
orange wine that I ever made.
Wow.
So I think
That's
I will
even more
continue.
Yeah.
And
Well, I can believe it's won all of these awards. It really tastes so incredible.
It's completely fruity, and I think it sounds a little bit strange as a vintner when I say that, but I don't like the taste of alcohol.
Yeah.
Because normally alcohol is a bitter
Yeah.
note.
Yeah.
And if you produce wine like this, that you don't taste the alcohol,
Yeah.
but it's bitter, I really like this style of wine.
Yeah, me too.
And if you see, the color is a little bit darker than the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
sure.
because we fermented it on the mash, so with the skins,
Yeah.
like red wine.
Yeah. Tastes so good.
I'm just very proud of it because I can say you can't taste this wine anywhere else. It's a completely new style of wine.
Yeah.
And all these 3 wines are from Grüner Veltliner. So you can see what we can make out of
A lot of
one variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of variety inside of one wine
No,
type.
it's
Yeah.
the same grape the whole time.
Yeah.
But it depends on how long you ferment it, if
Yeah.
you put in the skins or not, and when
Yeah.
you harvest it. And you
Yeah.
can do a lot out of Grüner Veltliner.
Yeah. That's clear.
Yeah, Grüner Veltliner is also our main variety. So we have more than 20 different varieties in our vineyards, but Grüner Veltliner and the Blauer Zweigel with the red wines are our key varieties because they're well known for Austria.
Okay.
We also produce very good Merlot and so on, but the problem is who really needs Merlot from Austria?
Yeah.
Because you get it in Argentina, in Chile, California.
Yeah.
Very good red wines, Merlots and so on, but Grüner Veltliner and Blauer Zweigel, they're like the Wiener Schnitzel for Austria.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for us as a company who wants to export a lot, these varieties are really important for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it works well, then they maybe choose some Chardonnay or so on, but these are always the starters for Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, it really is. You can really taste the fruity notes. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
And at last, I have to show you my favorite red wine. It's a Cuvée Reserve, made out of Blauer Zweigel, Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
and it's really dark, deep, and full-bodied. But the advantage of this wine is that it's, in comparison to other wines like this, very low in alcohol.
Ah,
So people can drink a second glass of it.
or a third. Why not buy a few bottles?
So decades ago,
Yeah.
here in the Baumgartner region, there were 90% red wine.
Oh.
So we are a little red wine island in the Weinviertel, which
Yeah.
is well known for their white wines and Grüner Veltliner.
Yeah.
Now we have 60% white wine and 40% red wine. But many people are talking about the climate change and so on, and
Yeah.
say, what will you do when you can't produce Grüner Veltliner anymore, something like that. Decades ago we just had red wine. So
Yeah. So go back to this.
yeah, and also when I see this, the estate has existed since 1725. I think all the people found solutions to their problems,
Yeah.
and we will also do that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good red wine.
The motto of our estate is also wine is fruit in the bottle, so we want to produce very fruity wine.
No.
We wanted to make a wine tasting, not a wood tasting.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you have seen our big oak barrels over there. No, we
Yeah.
just use stainless steel tanks.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Was great to have you here.
Thank you. Really great to be here.
So next time we will see each other in Vienna again.
Yes.
At the concert.
Yes, exactly. Come to all of them.
And here, a bottle of orange wine, of course, for
Oh,
you.
well, thank you so much. This was my favorite of yours.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Good. And we'll see each other soon.
Yes, for sure.
Have a great time in Vienna.
Thank you. Same to you.
Good. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Bye.
Goodbye.